You'll be relieved to know that with a little luck and Doc Terrell's trusty LaSalle, Penny made it the 3 blocks to Troxler's Emergency Hospital just in time to give birth to a 7-pound, 6-ounce baby boy. That would be me. Daddy made it about 10 minutes later. After trying several different jobs, he finally went to work for M&B Bus Lines. The 50s. What a time to be born. What a time to be alive. I guess I was too young to realize the danger I was in. You know, the bomb, the Ruskies, a communist under every bed. All I knew was when your granddaddy owned a place called the Dairy Lunch, life was good, real good. In my world, Teeny Cole was king and I was crown prince. Needless to say, we had our share of court jesters.
Hey, Huey, come here.
Yes, Mr. Babcock.
You sure he hadn't said something yet?
I can't believe it. He's been here since 5 o'clock, and he's been in and out of that door 3 times since we've been sitting here. Doc, you reckon he's going blind?
Here he comes.
Where you been, teen? Ain't like you to leave during lunch.
I just had to walk up to the payphone and make the call.
You know, you ought to put a phone in here and be a sign of progress, you know.
That's right, Chidi. You could always go down to the phone company and sign up for one.
I'd be glad to sign as a reference. Well, thanks, boys. I'll keep it in mind.
Unbelievable.
When I think of the sleep we lost last night painting that damn sign.
Climbing that ladder.
Avoiding the police.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That beats all I've ever seen. Where's Mr. Cole?
I'll get him for you. Hold on.
Thanks for the call, Mr. Cole. You sure didn't know anything about this?
Nope, Don. I just came in here this morning and found it.
Someone just painted your sign in the middle of the night?
Yep, near as I can figure.
Any idea who might have done it?
Oh, some juvenile delinquents, probably.
What are you gonna do? Gonna press charges?
I think I'll leave it.
Leave it?
Yeah, I kind of like it. Teeny's Ptomaine Tavern. That's got a nice ring to it, don't you think? Teeny's Ptomaine Tavern.
If you say so. Here, let me get a picture of you real quick. Gotta get over to the high school.
What's going on at the high school?
Oh, I don't know. Some rockabilly singer putting on a show there tonight. Editor's got a hunch it might be a big deal someday. Anyhow, I gotta run. I'll get another picture of that sign on my way out. Teeny's Ptomaine Tavern. That's great.
Oh, remember, boys, if any of you are a little short on cash today, you can always sign for your bill.
All right, kid. I'm here to take you in.
I ain't scared of you, Sheriff.
Drop your guns or say your prayers, kid.
You got me.
Now, let that be a lesson to all you desperados. Pee-wee, you're supposed to be dead.
And if your granddaddy came in here and saw me sprawled out on the floor, I would be for sure.
What you say, partner?
Granddaddy. Hi, Tootsie. Hi, Grandma.
Tootsie, what do you say we reward this hard-working sheriff with a big old peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Ralph coming?
He said he'd have to pass today.
That's not like him to miss lunch with the family.
He hasn't been eating a lot lately.
I have.
Where's my princess?
Where do you think? She's with every other girl in this town, down at the high school.
The high school? That rockabilly show?
Granddaddy, you really need to get out more often. Hear Linda tell it this is the biggest thing to happen since, well, I don't know since when.
What? God, what?
The tickets!
Will somebody please tell me what is going on?
Oh, Randy, don't tell me you haven't heard. I mean, he's here, right here in our town, tonight.
Who?
Elvis!
Elvis who?
Elvis, the most dreamy singer that ever was or will be. That's who.
You know, Teeny, Elvis the pelvis.
Elvis to what?
The pelvis.
I don't know what your problem is, Babcock, but I bet it's hard to pronounce.
Oh, Granddaddy, Elvis is gonna be the biggest singer in the country. He's a star.
Bing Crosby is a star. This Elvis is a fad.
Sit down, old man.
Get up. We're gonna be rocking tonight. Get up. We're gonna be rocking tonight. We're gonna jump right up when we hear that beat. We're gonna shake our hands, gonna move our feet. Get up. We're gonna be rocking tonight.
The place will be hopping tonight. The place will be hopping tonight. The way he wears that hair and he curls his lips, we're gonna scream and shout when he shakes those hips. The place will be hopping tonight.
this call. Do you have a city permit to operate a dance hall?
Now, Titus!
That's Councilman Urquhart to you.
I'll put a sock in it, Titus.
Now, Councilman, the kids are just blowing off a little steam. They're all excited about the show at the high school tonight.
Yes, I heard about that fine thing, letting this jungle music into a place of education and learning. It's a shame and a disgrace. When the school board comes before the city council for funding this year, don't think I won't ask some hard questions about this.
It's perfectly disgusting. It's corrupting our youth. Youth
should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Cole.
They're just kids.
Granddaddy, is it true?
What's that, partner?
Aunt Tootsie said that man was winged on a pickle.
Mouth the babe.
How that man gets elected to city council is beyond me. He is so disagreeable. Why do people vote for him?
Fear, I suppose,
Fear.
and money. Titus has become a very powerful man. He's acquired a lot of property. He manages a lot of property units for local property owners. He makes the hard decisions for them, and they support him. You take that along with his record in the courtroom, and you get a man not to be trifled with.
Give some people an inch and they'll take a mile.
I'd like to give Titus a foot, and you know where I'd put it too.
Not in front of the little one, Bob.
Come on, Gary. You better go. Tell your granddaddy bye.
Bye, Granddaddy. Thanks for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Bye, partner.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, honey.
Lena, I am so... It's just that he sees you here with Teeny all the time. When you come over for supper, and when we go to church together, and we go on picnics. He just gets confused.
He's not the only one, Teddy. He's not the only one.
Mr. Teeny, I was wondering if there's anything else. Mr. Teeny, I was wondering if there's anything else.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pee-wee. Guess my mind was somewhere else.
I know the feeling. My mind is on my uncle's fishing pond. I'm gonna take the wife and the kids out there just as soon as I get home.
Good place to be.
And we might just end up drowning a few crickets, but I like it.
Give my best to Amelia and the boys.
Sure thing. Bye, Miss Lena.
Night, Pee-wee. Catch a string of keepers and we'll have a surprise.
Sure will.
What?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
Oh, a lot of things.
Such as?
How things get to be the way they are. I mean, is it all part of a plan, or do things just happen?
Hard to say.
Yeah. It seems to me that even things that look like they just happen really don't just happen. I mean, like the weather. I mean, it can be hot or cold or rainy or sunny, and there's a reason for it. There's some reason why things happen that way. Or don't happen.
I've never lied to you, have I?
No.
I've never taken advantage of you,
No,
led you on.
Of course not.
I tried to treat you like family.
I know that. Maybe that's the problem.
Lena.
Minnie's been gone over 10 years now. She was a good woman, a fine woman. And I know you loved her. You did love her, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I did. Seems like such a long time ago now. She was a good woman, hard worker, never complained. Well, hardly ever. And when she did, she had a right to, especially about money. Well, but all in all, I guess you would say we were well, what you'd say, comfortable with each other.
But still, that doesn't explain
And
what you...
since I lost her, it's like there's a gap there, a hole. Like there's something missing, something important. And I spent all the time since then trying to fill that hole up, trying to keep this place going, trying to keep Ralph straight. You know, I just don't fancy losing again somewhere else down the road.
Teeny, that's just life. Winning and losing.
For other people, but for some people, sometimes breaking even is just about the best they can hope for. And right now, I think I'd settle for that.
Teeny Cole, I've never seen you like that.
Teeny,
There has
better come
got-
quick. Ralph's been taken to the emergency room.
What happened?
I don't know, he just finished up his route and pulled into the garage. All of a sudden, the bus just kind of lurched forward and ran into the wall. It's a lucky thing he didn't tear the whole building down. Well, supervisor found him slumped over the wheel, passed out cold.
He hadn't been drinking, had he? Had he been drinking?
Not that I know of.
Red!
Teeny, I ain't with him 24 hours a day. All I know is I ain't had so much as a beer with him the last 2 weeks, all the time him complaining about his stomach.
Stomach? He ain't said nothing to me about his stomach.
He made me promise not to tell you. I ain't even sure if Penny knows.
Well, maybe that's why he's been eating so little. You know, missing lunch with the family.
All right. You're going to come with me. Will you lock up, please? If I find out that he's been drinking on the job...
He'd never do that, Teeny. Now go on. I'll lock up and meet you there.
Thanks.
Could have, should have, would have given all my heart and soul to you. Perhaps someday I will. May I say I pray the day will come you'll feel the same way too. May I say I love you. I wonder if you even notice that every day I need you more. I hope you see there's no exception. Your love is what I'm living for. May I
amazing what father's concern, wife's tears, and a brick wall can do to cure a stomach ulcer. That and Doc Terrell's assurances that if he didn't straighten up, Daddy might really be dying for a drink. So he gave up alcohol, cold turkey. Lucky for us, he was able to keep his job. Things did get better for our little family. They didn't get easier.
When's Granddaddy gonna eat with us? I'm finished.
Don't be so impatient. Your granddaddy's got to cook while Pee-wee fixes that dishwasher. It's been out since breakfast.
Why doesn't anyone just lick their plates clean? Then you wouldn't have to wash them. Yuck, that's gross. Mama, make him stop.
That's quite enough, young man.
Sorry, just trying to help.
Your daddy will help when he gets off his rat if you don't stop that.
Said I'm sorry.
You late, counselor? Where you been?
Oh, you thought Judge Cates was making an altar call at First Baptist Church instead of instructing the jury to trespass.
How is everybody this fine Friday?
Hey, Uncle Red.
Hey.
What you been working on?
62 Corvette, boy. Candy apple red with wire wheel covers.
Wow, just like Todd and Buzz on Route 66.
You got it, Buster. That baby looks like she's flying when she's standing still. Is it just me, or does this place seem a little bit slow today?
It may seem slow to you, Red, but I feel like a one-armed paper hanger with poison ivy.
Maybe so, but just don't seem to be the usual Friday crowds anywhere downtown these days.
Go up to the kitchen and see if you can help Pee-wee fix my dishwasher. There's a free lunch in it for you.
Don't need to, Mr. Teeny. She's working like brand new.
Thanks, Pee-wee. Now, why don't you sit down and grab yourself a bite? You've been at it all morning.
Hey, Teeny's that offer for a free lunch still stand?
Put it on your account.
You might want to think about sitting down and resting too, Granddaddy.
You know, you're right about one thing, Red. Here lately ain't as busy downtown as it used to be.
Shopping center's attracting a lot of folks. Since the A&P closed, you can't buy a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk anywhere downtown.
Well, don't sweat it. We'll let those people get tired of all that driving around pretty soon. They'll be back.
I wouldn't be so sure. Council's gonna get a zoning request next week for another shopping center on Church Street. Big one. You didn't hear that from me, by the way. Yes, sir. Lots of things changing around our little town.
Except this damn menu. Teeny, ain't you ever heard varieties of spice of life?
Spice upsets my stomach.
Don't you think you ought to sit down a spell? You haven't stopped since 5 o'clock.
Doc?
Ah, the good Dr. Terrell.
Doc, what's the word?
Why does the phrase, physician heal thyself come to mind right now?
Ain't been a good morning. Teen, Mrs. Wilson died a couple hours ago.
I am truly sorry to hear that, Doc. She was a good Christian woman.
She was. What's that mean for this place? I mean, you
It ain't the time for that right now, Bob.
Well, now I might be able to shed some light on that.
I said it ain't the time for that right now. A good woman and a good friend has passed away. We ought to be remembering that right now. There's be plenty of time for the other things later.
Well, that's true, but
You know, I just saw her yesterday when I dropped off the pie. Della said she was feeling a sight better.
I was by there myself Wednesday. She looked better than she had in several weeks. But Della said she took a turn during the night. I got there at 7 this morning, and by 10 she was gone. Just wore out, I suppose.
Just wish we'd known sooner.
We should put a phone in here. Anyhow, Della gave me a letter that Miss Wilson wrote about a week ago. I guess she sensed her time was coming. I had to notify a few people, her pastor, the funeral home, and a couple other folks. That list included you, Teeny, and the counselor here, and Titus Urquhart. I knew Mark would be here, Judge Cates or not. Now we just have to wait on Titus.
Sort of like waiting for an attack of hemorrhoids, isn't it?
Now, Teeny, if you just listen.
Well, I suppose you've all heard the tragic news. It's a dear, dear woman, Mrs. Wilson. As well, life does go on, and business is business. As Mrs. Wilson's business manager, it's my duty to inform you of some changes that are going to be made around here.
Titus, the woman isn't even cold yet. Can't this wait?
Oh, I think Titus is right, Tootsie.
Mark?
Well, you see, Titus was Mrs. Wilson's business manager, but I was her personal attorney.
And?
And about the time she took this last run of bad health, she had me revise her will about 5 months ago, I believe.
Why wasn't I informed?
That is one thing she specifically said, Titus. No mention of this to anyone.
You want to get on with this, Mark?
Well, due to the sudden nature of her passing, I naturally don't have the document in my possession at this time. However, I can tell you she left the majority of her holdings to First Baptist Church. 2 of her properties are bequeathed to the orphanage, and there's a tiny cash sum that goes to Della.
Is that all?
There is one more bequest. Seems Mrs. Wilson left the property at 313 Spring Street to one Thomas Ralph Cole Sr., his heirs and or assigns. The exact words escape me at the moment, but I do remember a line about being eternally grateful for the kindness shown to me and my late husband. Sorry I couldn't tell you this earlier, teen. Client confidentiality, you know. Business, you know.
I don't know what to say. I was just trying to...
It sounds to me like you need to learn to abide prosperity yourself, teen.
Well, I suppose I should offer you my congratulations, Cole. But let me pose a question. When, as everybody in town knows, Mrs. Wilson carried you all these years, do you really think you'll be able to hang on to this place on your own? I think not. You'll fritter it away. Give it away is more likely. Of course, keep letting his kind eat at your counter. Things will just naturally take care of themselves. Too bad you never change your menu around here, Cole. Might do better serving chitlins and watermelon, isn't that right, boy?
Now you listen to me, you shyster son of a bitch. This is my restaurant. I own it, and I run it. That man is my employee. More important, he also happens to be my friend. And him and anyone else can come in here anytime they want, sit down and have a decent meal, as long as they act decent. That includes you too. But if you ever come in here again with that mouth of yours, I swear I will knock you on your ass so hard you are hung like a 10-penny fishing nail hit with a greasy ball-peen hammer. Now do you understand me, you sold-off little bastard?
I'll have the law on you for slander and for communicating threats, and you will pay for this.
Well, Titus, I'd say that's just about the best investment I've ever made.
You know, in my business, I hear a lot of good speeches, Teeny, but I reckon that's about the best one I ever heard.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Teen.
Amen.
I don't expect you want to change to that 5-spot, will you?
Well, I better be getting back to the office. You okay? All right. Come on, Bob. Let's go.
Better be getting back myself. Headed that way, Mark?
Always a joy and a benediction being in your entourage, Your Honor.
It was about time.
Taking in a movie tonight, Daddy.
Yeah, we're gonna go see John Wayne at the Paramount. Wanna come, Granddaddy?
You and Lena are welcome.
Yeah, come with us.
No, no, thanks. Think I'll stay home. Rawhide's on tonight.
And I might just take you up on that.
Son?
Yeah, Daddy?
Son, I'm sorry the little one had to hear me spout off like that.
You don't have to apologize, Daddy. Even Gary knows that Titus had it coming for a
Yes,
long
still,
time.
that is no reason to use that kind of language.
I know it had to be hard on you.
Son, sometimes the right thing to do is the hardest thing to do. Now, you remember that, son.
I will, Daddy. Daddy,
Yes, son?
I remember something else you told me once.
What's that?
How sometimes the most important thing in your life just might be the thing closest to you. I wish you'd remember that. This place is yours now, Daddy, thanks to Mrs. Wilson. And maybe now it's time you began to take things a little easier. Concentrate on what's really important.
You might just have something there, son.
And about what you said to Urquhart, I'm proud of you, Daddy.
I'm proud of you too, son.
Don't know why. Seems to me I ain't hitting on much.
Ralph, you are a good man. You're a good husband. You're a good father. You got a good heart.
Daddy.
Those are the things that are important in the long run. There's going to come a time when you're not going to know what to do, who to trust, where to turn. You keep that good heart, son. You'll do what is right, and you'll turn out on top.
Your shoulder giving you some trouble?
Believe it's my bursitis acting up again.
You sure? You might want Doc Carroll to take a look at that.
It'll pass. Thanks for your concern, though.
I was thinking riding the country and a picnic might be nice on Sunday.
You know, it would have that.
I'll call Penny and set it up. I'll fry up some chicken and she
You know,
can make
you reckon we could make that a picnic just for two?
I reckon we could.
I'd like that.
Me too. See you later.
It doesn't take a lot to say, I love you. It doesn't hurt to speak from deep within. The light that shines inside may soon be darkened. The flame that burns may never burn again. God gave us eyes so we could see all those around us. He gave us words so we could tell them how we feel. Don't wait till it's too late to say, I care. Pee-wee, I'm so sorry that Urquhart talked to you like that. Man's got no right to talk to another man like that.
It ain't the first time I've heard it, Mr. Teeny. Of course, it don't get any easier the older I get.
Yeah, I suppose not.
You know, people have asked me why I've stayed on here so long. Truth is, round here I get treated fairly. And I gotta thank you for that, Mr. Teeny.
You've got a lot to do with that, Pee-wee. Folks that act respectable generally get respect.
I appreciate that, Mr. Teeny, but Titus Urquhart is a powerful man. He could make trouble for you if he
I
sets his
wouldn't worry
mind to
about
it.
that.
And before I let that happen, Mr. Teeny, I would move on to something else.
No, I'm not going to hear any more of that kind of talk. I am not going to let that man bullyrag me or my friends. I don't care how much power he thinks he's got.
It's good to hear you call me friend, Mr. Teeny.
Pee-wee, sounds like you and me got a truck to unload.
Yes, Mr. Teeny.
They unloaded that truck, Granddaddy and Pee-wee. Pee-wee left about 6 o'clock. Granddaddy said he had some paperwork to do, so he stayed on. Around midnight, a police officer making his rounds found the door at 313 Spring Street unlocked, light on in the kitchen. That officer found Thomas Ralph Cole Sr. on the kitchen floor. Doc Terrell said as how it was probably over real quick. We buried Teeny Cole next to Minnie in Pine Hill Cemetery, May 28, 1963. It was an inappropriately beautiful day, and the saddest I had known yet to that point in my life. Seems nearly everybody commented on the headstone. T.R. Cole Sr., Teeny, date of birth, date of death. And then underneath all that, in letters large and big for everyone to read, never met a man I didn't like. You left here tonight, drove down Main Street to Pine Hill, you'd see that's a true story.
It may be too late for saying, and emotion could be causing things to seem like they are not, but a pain inside I'm writing down my sentimental thoughts.
No one of us can tell the end result of things we start today. We take our chances at the time and hope the best. I only know that it's impossible to chase this change away.
I can't believe he'd pull a trick like this.
That's what it says here in black and white.
Well, I can believe it.
Read it again.
City government will run like a business from now on, stated Mayor-elect Titus Urquhart, who went on to say among his first goals will be the strict enforcement of the city building code. Urquhart told the Times News all businesses not in compliance within 5 days will be shut down. The new mayor will be sworn in tonight.
Can he really do that, Mayor Harmon?
That's Councilman Harmon from now on, Pee-wee.
Well, you'll always be mayor to me.
Appreciate the sentiment. As to whether we can enforce such an ordinance, I'm just not sure. Clay's researching that right now, but Titus has got the votes.
It still amazes me that we give Lyndon Johnson the biggest landslide in the history of history, and we get Titus Urquhart for our mayor.
What gets me is how people have knuckled under to that guy.
Money talks, Robert. Our new mayor may be short on charm, but he's flush with the mother's milk of politics.
Well, I'm just glad Teeny's not alive to see this. Sorry, Rob. What was that?
Haven't heard you comment on Titus's plan, Ralph. No offense, but I'm not so sure the old dairy lunch would pass his muster.
Mayor, look at this pile of bills. I couldn't afford the matches to burn this place down.
Sorry, Ralph.
Don't suppose it makes much difference what I think.
Sorry, I just...
And you were here at lunch. We're not exactly packing them in these days. It's all them fast food joints. Burger, Whopper, Whopperdoodle. Where do they get all the names for those places anyway?
It's not just the franchise places, Bob. Municipalities all over the country are facing the same situation. Folks are headed for the suburbs and leaving the downtowns to fend for themselves.
I still think it's just a fad.
I would be so sure. For long, shopping center's going to be under one roof, just like one big store.
It's getting kind of late, isn't it, Mayor?
Oh, yes, I guess it is. Reckon I'll head back to my office while I can.
I guess I better be going too. You ready to go, Bob?
Sure, all this excitement's too much for me.
Ralph?
I remember when my biggest decision each day was which table to put Penny's poem on. And now I've got all this to take care of. And I'm not a businessman, Lena.
Things will pick up, Ralph, you'll see.
Inventory, payroll, taxes. And if I don't figure out a way to get the money to bring this place up to code, Urquhart's going to shut us down. What would Daddy do, Lena?
Well, if you'll remember, Teeny Cole wasn't the best person in the world to ask for advice on business matters.
He's still here, you know.
I know. He'll always be here unless we forget him. No one we love is ever gone unless we forget him.
You know, there was only one bad thing about being Teeny Cole's son, Lena.
What's that?
knowing that you'd never be as good a man as your daddy.
Oh, Ralph, you shouldn't say that.
It's true, Lena. I know it. You know it.
I'll tell you what I know, Ralph Cole. If your daddy were here right now, he'd tell you exactly what you told me once.
What did I tell you?
There's always a chance. A chance for anybody to come back and win it all. When the odds are stacked against us and the scoreboard's about convinced us that we're down and out and there's no hope for a rally in the bottom of the ninth, it can make you feel like quitting. But my friend, from where I'm sitting, I can hear the faithful cheering for a rally in the bottom of the ninth. Even with the bases empty and the count at 3 and 2, it ain't over till it's over. There's a chance we'll pull it through. Though your hopes may be diminished, just remember, we ain't finished. 'Cause the Colts have never given up on a rally in the bottom of the ninth. A rally in the bottom of the ninth. We can rally in the bottom of the ninth. You keep that in mind, Ralph. Keep it in your heart.
Afternoon.
What do you want?
There's no reason to be surly. I wonder if I might have a word with you in private.
Anything you can say to me, you can say in front of her.
It's all right, Ralph. I don't mind. Come on, Charlie. Let's see if Pee Wee's still got any of that pecan pie left in the kitchen.
I know things have been difficult for you since your father died.
Things are tough all around.
Yes. And after tonight, you might expect things to be a whole lot tougher. Even your banker friend, as much as he'd like to give you a break, can't get his board to approve a loan to bring this place up to code.
What's your point?
Simply this. Things wouldn't be as tough if you didn't own the building.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm prepared to buy it from you. Take it off your hands, so to speak. I think you'll find the price is a fair one. All things considered, even generous.
How is it that people like you take so much pleasure out of making other people's lives miserable?
I don't, and we're not here to talk about me.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that, Titus.
I beg your pardon.
Titus, my boy, you just may become the prime topic of conversation around here, and real soon, too.
Mark?
Since the day you came here, something hasn't seemed exactly right. I never could put my finger on it exactly. You just showed up one day, started practicing law, and pissing people off. Sorry, team.
I don't have to stand here.
While I was researching this proposed ordinances of Titus, I got a call from an old law school classmate of mine. We're planning a 40th reunion down at Chapel Hill this summer. He's risen to great heights in our profession. He's now the chief counsel for the American Bar Association. Anyway, he lives in Washington. He could tell I was upset about something. So I told him about Brother Urquhart here and what a pill he's been and what a blight he's been on our profession.
So?
So we finished our conversation, and that was that. Or so I thought. He called me back a few minutes ago and told me he'd done some further research in the ABA records. You do know where I'm going with this, don't you, Titus?
He may, but I sure don't.
Seems the ABA has no record of a Titus Urquhart ever passing the bar exam in any of the 50 states. And believe me, they know who's one of us and who isn't.
But I thought you were always talking about what a tough lawyer he is.
Oh, he's a tough lawyer, all right. Just not a legal one.
And they got no record of it.
Oh, they got a record, or more precisely, Titus has a record. My friend tells me there is a Titus Urquhart on record as having been convicted of practicing law without a license in the great and sovereign state of Oregon. The case was on appeal when said defendant fled for parts previously unknown. Interestingly enough, that case dates from 1939. That's just about the time you showed up in our fair city, isn't it?
What do you intend to do with this information, Clay?
Oh, well, that depends. I'm getting old. I can't remember things like I used to. You know, if you drop this inspection idea and stop pressuring Ralph here to sell, I might have another memory lapse. What do you say, Ralph? Ralph?
No,
Come again.
I want to sell.
I will admit to being confounded by your answer, Ralph.
I want to sell, but on my terms, at my price.
What might that price be?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
Is that all?
Not by a long shot. You're going to go to that meeting tonight and announce your resignation to the council. You'll tell them that pressing business affairs will keep you from fulfilling your duty.
I have a responsibility to the people that elected me to...
You're going to retire from the practice of law, too. You can keep your property management business. Even I won't deny you the right to make a living. But your days of bullying people are over.
And if I refuse...
Counselor, what would a judge's reaction be if he found he'd been hearing the arguments of an imposter for nearly 30 years?
Ooh, I'd say he'd be troubled and perturbed, Ralph. Troubled and perturbed.
So, what's your answer?
You know where my office is? Send the contract.
An impressive performance, my boy. Help me out here, son. But do you really want to sell the dairy lunch?
It's not that I want to, Counselor. I have to.
You have to?
Counselor, I wasn't cut out for this type of work. You know it. The whole town knows it. If I tried to hang on to this place, I'd lose it, sure as the world, and then where would we be? This way, I can pay off the bills and still have a little security left over for Penny and the kids. There'll be some for Lena and Pee-wee, too. Not exactly a pension, but they'll have something to show for their hard work and dedication.
It's very kind of you, Ralph, but still in all, it'll be hard for you to let go of this place.
Yeah. But a very wise man told me once that sometimes the right thing to do is the hardest thing to do.
And I believe he'd be very proud of you right now, Ralph. Very proud.
I hope so, Counselor. I hope so.
Looks like we'll be able to finish up with this load, Ralph.
Great. I appreciate the help.
No problem. You doing all right?
I'm fine.
Can't believe there's so much china left in this place. Thought you clumsy oafs would have smashed it all to bits after I left. At least it's clean. Well, I think it is.
Now, Miss Tootsie.
You wanted all those tables put out in the truck, right, Ralph?
Leave that one. I got some paperwork to take care of after all this stuff is out.
Well, say we head over to the smoke shop after we finish.
Thanks. Penny's gone round to the drugstore to get me a chicken salad sandwich and a Coke.
Coke!
Might want to try one sometime, Buster.
Who'd have thought the smoke shop would last longer than this place?
Dinner, sir.
Thank you, sweetheart.
That's it for the kitchen.
Furniture's all loaded. All that's left is the cash register and those coffee pots.
Well, I suppose this is it. I got so much to thank you all for. I hope you know how much I appreciate it.
There wasn't nothing else to do. Might as well get in some back-breaking labor under freezing conditions.
Not just tonight, Bob. You folks have been great friends to me and my family. You were great friends to my dad. I hope you'll always remember how much you mean to us.
Good luck, Ralph.
Ralph, do me a favor. Lay off the soft soap.
My wife, last of the romantics.
Pee-wee, you're a good man. It's been a pleasure.
Same here, Mr. Ralph.
Pee-wee, could you do me a favor? From now on, can we just make it Ralph?
I like that, Ralph.
You sure you want to stay here by yourself, Ralph?
Come home with us. This stuff can wait.
No, afraid not. The demolition contractor said Urquhart wants him here at 7 in the morning. By this time tomorrow, this place will be well on its way to becoming a parking lot.
Lots of good memories here. Lots of fun.
Lots of good people came through here. That's what made it special.
I just wish
You
that I...
did the right thing, Ralph. I know Teeny would approve.
You think so?
I know so.
She's right. It won't be long, will you?
No, not long at all.
demolition crew arrived promptly at 7 the next morning. Much to the chagrin of Titus Urquhart, it took about twice as long and about twice as much money to tear down the dairy lunch as he thought it would. But that would be the least of Titus's problems. 2 years later, he was convicted of misappropriation of client funds and was sentenced to 30 months in central prison. We never saw him again. 6 years later, Daddy died. The high blood pressure that had kept him out of the war finally caught up with him. Daddy never made it in baseball or in business. But if you judge a man by how many people miss him when he's gone, and Ralph Cole was quite a success. And I can prove that. The night of Daddy's visitation, I left the family room and went into the room where the casket was. There were dozens of flower arrangements all over. The biggest one over in the corner must have been 20 roses. I thought a family member had sent it. I opened the card, struggled for a moment to make out the childish handwriting on it. It took me even longer to realize what I'd read. This is it. Thanks, Charlie Morgan. Granddaddy was right, you know. At Cole's Dairy Lunch, we served only the best.
When your worries leave you weary and you miss the simpler way, there's a time we all remember when we served only the best. If you need a warm reminder, if you long for days gone by, just recall that special place where we served only the best. Conversation and cuisine, breakfast, lunch, and in between. You left your troubles at the door, every soul was welcomed here. There's a dream around the corner, there's a memory close to home. It's a time we all remember when we served only the best. Conversation and cuisine, breakfast, lunch, and in between. You left your troubles